Bats may get a bad rap, but they are an important part of our ecosystem as pollinators and keeping the insect population in check. Unfortunately, their numbers have really fallen this century due to a disease known as white nose syndrome.
The bats will be in and out on a daily basis.
Recently, we made the trek with wildlife biologists to a cave down in Monroe County to see the bright way they are trying to stop it. It may not be visible to the naked eye, but a deadly pathogen to bats lives on these walls. That's why West Virginia DNR biologists are working hard with a new light treatment to try to kill as much fungus as possible.
We use UV light to sanitize, so we actually have a whole room sanitizer. It's called an obelisk, and it bakes the surface with a UVC light and a 254 nanometer wavelength. And at a set level of exposure, that's enough to kill the fungus. We are going to be the first state agency to roll out regular treatments for white nose syndrome in a natural hibernacula. The
light is so bright that sunglasses are needed, and you still need to look away. Just reducing this fungus should go a long way.
If we can culture it pre-treatment and not post-treatment, that would indicate that our treatments are a success. And then hopefully that reduces the fungal load that the bats pick up, which will reduce the severity of infection and thus make it more likely the bats will survive white nose syndrome.
It also doesn't harm other critters you may find down below.
And we have a lot of unique cave organisms that are adapted to feeding on the bat guano. So there's some cave crickets and some cave spiders and millipedes and things.
After treatment, it's all about making sure there's no cross-contamination.
So we wear these Tyvek suits to avoid bringing out too much cave dirt and fungus, and so we peel these layers off when we get out of the cave, but everything that we carry in has to be decontaminated for white nose syndrome.
It's a lot of heavy lifting in a rough and slippery environment, but the hope is to take this treatment to other caves in the future.
White nose syndrome is an invasive fungal pathogen that's caused the death of millions of bats across North America and has reduced populations of some of our local West Virginia species by 95 to 99%. The majority of some of our species have been wiped out. It's really satisfying to finally be able to do something to fight white nose syndrome in a practical way in the cave environment.
With Loud Appalachia, I'm Brandon Stover. We have lots of great adventures on Wild Appalachia, and you go with us. Just click right here, like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification to get the latest uploads.